Welcome back to another episode of Growth Through Ganja Smoke with me, Miss Pearl. This episode is called Thriller and it comes from the one and only Michael Jackson. This is my continued perspective on energy vampires. So I was listening to Billy Carson earlier today and he was talking about how energy is hijacked from other sources and he made some really good points. Energy vampires love the thrill of stealing other people's energy. That could be your family members, your best friends, the place you work, music, sports events. It's a lot of places where energy is needed and energy thrives. Energy vampires love to visit these places because there's a lot of energy available for them to soak up. Our minds cling to negativity, and it's really because our brain jumps into defense mode when it feels like we're under attack. You know how bugs are like attracted to light? That's how energy vampires are to people who they know. They see your light from across the room, they feel like they're automatically invited into your space because of the type of person that you are. Welcome back to another episode of Go Through Ganja Smoke with me, Miss Pearl. This episode is called Thriller and it comes from the one and only Michael Jackson. Thriller has like scared the fuck out of me like my whole life. So I just as a child, Thriller, yeah, I'll pass. And then they play that song every Halloween on time, all day. And then the video, it's like that was real. The video was real as far as I know. That wasn't no makeup. It was too good. Mm-mm. I don't even like to think about it. This is my continued perspective on energy vampires. So I was listening to Billy Carson earlier today and he was talking about how energy is hijacked from other sources and he made some really good points. Now, I know a lot of people don't like Billy Carson because he speaks a language that's way up here, like way out this world, and you are just from down the street, so you don't get it. But he makes some really good points. Energy vampires love the thrill of stealing other people's energy. That could be your family members, your best friends, the place you work, music, sports events. It's a lot of places where energy is needed and energy thrives. Energy vampires love to visit these places because there's a lot of energy available for them to soak up. He was talking about how our minds cling to negativity, and it's really because our brain jumps into defense mode when it feels like we're under attack. So now it's like buried in our subconscious and it just replays and it replays all on our energy. Our energy shifts. And the example that he gave was like pretty much social media. You get all this positive feedback, and then you'll get like a few negative comments or responses. And the thing that's weighing on you now is the pinch of negativity compared to the feast of positivity that you receive. And it's because our brains jump into defense mode. Like we have to be protected and guarded, and it's feeling like it's danger around. Like this is a fucking red alert, and it's really not. You know how bugs are like attracted to light? That's how energy vampires are to people who they know. They see your light from across the room, they feel like they're automatically invited into your space because of the type of person that you are. So you have to protect your energy at all costs. I believe that there's a reason why these sports events are held at such large capacity in these coliseums or stadiums and buildings, whatever. Where does all that energy go? How is it all being used? Like, these are the questions that I have because We're all stars, right? We're all stars. But some stars shine brighter than others. And you can look up at the sky and see that there are some bigger stars and there are some smaller stars. And then there's some that's way out there, some their light is flickering, and then there's some the light is just being on. And bugs, like I said, are attracted to light. A lot of people don't even realize they just have a bunch of fucking flies around them for real. That's an imitation of love, and they're just putting out all their energy. People pleasers are very are a very good example of people who attract a lot of vampires. And it's because of the lack of boundaries and protection, the safeguard around their own self energy and self worth, self love. They don't protect their energy because they would rather make sure some entity outside of them is straight before themselves. And the person is just steady taking, steady doing what the hell they want to do, steady saying what the hell they want to say. Someone else's frequencies can change yours. Someone like an energy vampire, they really want to get all that they can get and more. Now, I've never seen a vampire in these movies bite another person twice. Like once they convert, like that was it. But it's different with energy vampires because you can go outside in the sun and recharge, and that could be, you could be all charged up, feeling good, and next thing you know, energy vampires see you feeling good, see your light still shining in the night, and here they come. He was also talking about how we leak a lot of energy, and a lot of energy is leaked through the food that we eat, through the medications that we take. Imagine having a routine of taking certain pills every day and they do nothing for you. Imagine that. Imagine the millions doing that on a daily basis. And then they wonder why they don't feel good. It's the same thing with the food. When females are toxic, it's not just the shit that they take in through their eyeballs. It's what's in that fucking belly fat. And I still got a little bit of belly fat, but this ain't even about being fat and obese, because eating fucking Cheetos, it can be a little bony girl eating Cheetos. The chemicals and the dust on that shit does the same thing. It's creating toxicity within your body, so it has to come out. It's coming out also through your energy. Relationships. I have to watch how people eat and how people feed their kids because I don't want my kids eating like that. I don't want to fucking be eating like that. This is why I couldn't mess with somebody that's overweight, because it's either you gonna get small or I'm gonna have to go back to being bigger than I am, and I'm not going back. I'm not going back. And then how do I feed you big ass every day? Because I cook chicken like once in a while, but like steak and like pork, I don't want to smell that shit at all. I don't even want the juices to get on my food. And the thing is, everything is so cross contaminated. Everybody eating a little bit of everything, honestly. This is what I do know. But being in a relationship with somebody who has a diet that's just way over to the left, because you see how that energy is being used, and you can start noticing patterns and cycles and behaviors that are brought on based on how they feed themselves. Some people can't even think straight because there's so many toxins in their bodies from the bullshit that they eat. So Like, this is why, when you arguing with people, it's like when you really can't think straight because you just boiling. And a lot of that boiling, being mad and shit, a lot of that is controlled by you. So to lose control, not only are you leaking a lot of energy, but that means that you either ain't protecting your energy or you ain't got no control of your energy. Everybody else has a handle over your energy. I'm not wasting no energy if I ain't got to. So I don't give a fuck what people call me at this point in my life. If a bitch ain't worth my time to be fighting in the street, you already defeated, it's not worth my time. Now, if you hit me, that's something else. That's different. That's just, that's something else. It could be people you just meet for the first time. They can see the light within you, and now they're like, I don't like this bitch. I see shit like that all the time. And just to get under your skin a little bit, no, it's like confirmation that they disturbed your energy. So now they can take that bullshit ass story and go tell somebody else that you wasn't shit when it was really them. And the person listening to the shit, agreeing with the shit, they on the same page. Like, energy, like-minded, look-alike energy. Some people I definitely can't be friends with and hang out with because our energy would not mesh well. You might be on some hoe shit. You might not have any kids or have any understanding of why I can't be out all night running the streets with your goofy ass. You just might speak a certain language. I either don't talk that language or I don't speak that language no more. Or I hear about your stories and I'm like, nah, I wouldn't want to be a part of your stories. I think that's fair. In regards to social media at one point in my life was very addictive, and I'm sure just about anybody can agree. Even people who had it and then deleted it. Probably at some point in time in their lives, they were just scrolling. And once I catch myself scrolling, I get the fuck off social media. So I'll only be on social media really if I'm not posting, is gotta be under 5 minutes. Because it just starts to once I gotta I'm not about to reorganize the algorithm because I don't know what's what now. It's like if somebody posts, then it's a GIF, then it's a meme, then it's a group that I never followed in the first place, and then it's just random popular posts, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? I did get an invitation from a weed community. I definitely appreciate them for that. But for me, like, I know some people, they can sit and scroll all day. Sometimes people are like, oh, you didn't see the girl that did. And I'm like, no, I ain't see that bitch. You ain't hear about what happened to this. No. No. Go ahead and enlighten me. I'm going to find out sooner or later. So just let it be you. And then I don't even feed into that shit because that shit, anything that's time consuming in a draining way, it's not good for you. So if you're in a relationship where nothing has panned out to benefit you or the other person, and you know, like, I knew once my awakening kept progressing that when it came to my ex, I started to sense that he could sense that I was not, whatever the fuck he was talking about, I was not. That, like, spiritually, I was not about to submit, right? And it wasn't until he left that I found, like, this peace within me to know that another situation like that will never get my energy. I'm not throwing out energy like I used to. Once you start like putting up your boundaries and drawing a line with people, listen, it's not a problem for me to carry shit out of nobody. I don't want to, but I, 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 mm-mm, absolutely not. When people are like sending me messages on different social media platforms, like I don't be on there to know that you sent me something. You won't have to text it to me, and then I gotta log in, and I don't really want to log in because I don't really. It's not really my thing. Not like it used to be. I got really consumed with social media around the rise of like BLM. When white people was like, look, we're gonna put these groups together, we're gonna make them all hate each other, and we're gonna make all of the money. We'll make all the money. And anybody, any celebrities who want to promote any of the groups on either side, we're just gonna pay them money. We're just gonna pay them. Because they have the attention of the majority, which means that they control the energy and they get paid. And then the people who set the whole shit up, they make the most and they get the most amount of energy. Imagine being able to suck up the planet's energy. I don't know why the fuck they think they're gonna survive in them bunkers. It's just not gonna happen. Sports events, like, I really think that that energy is harbored somewhere. Somewhere. It's going somewhere other than just that stadium. Because the energy is still in there even after the people leave because it was so much to begin with. And energy never dies, and energy also takes time to pass. Imagine, I don't know, like what the fuck? It's like Monsters Inc. When they were getting the screams, they were getting a form of energy from these children. So adults paying like $2,200 to sit front row, floor seats. Come on now. They're getting the experience, and the people performing are getting the energy, and somebody higher than that is getting their energy. Energy is very expensive. Time is very expensive. Music. Come on now. Y'all know brown people, we feel the music in the bones. In our bones. So we really make the shit popular. Any genre. We the ones who really make that shit popular. Popping. For real, for real. It's our energy. Our energy has created all of the other music. One way or the other. So of course, it's always something within us that's familiar with every genre of music. Imagine being the creator of that type of energy and then being told around the world that you ain't shit. But that's because look at how they pay these bitches to look and use their music. And women fall for it. Y'all done put all that time and energy into getting that money to go and have your bodies redone because somebody planted in your mind and it changed your energy to focus on getting some wibbly wobbly ass butt cheeks. But whatever, you gotta live with that shit just like the people who influenced you. I really feel for the older people that are just really believing that these medications is really helping them. It's just making room for the next medication to come in or to be prescribed. It's a sad thing to see. When I say sad, I mean sad. I've mentioned this a few times on some podcasts in some earlier episodes that I used to mess up my daughter's energy rushing her to school back when she started. But not now. If we late, then we late. But when we get in that car and I ask her how she feel, and she like, oh, I'm feeling good. Great. She knows she gonna be one of the few kids in the hallway getting to class and not. She knows she gonna be walking down them long ass empty hallways because she probably about the only kid, just her and a couple others late to class. It just is what it is. When you elevate and learn yourself, learn who you are, learn how important your energy is, then you make the adjustment. But what are you pouring into yourself? I listen to Eric Thomas just about every day. I'm trying to get some Jordan Peterson in there. I listen to MMA news every day. See what's going on with boxing. Listen to spiritual development regarding twin flames, or just personal development, just anything that is worth my time and energy. I can't be just giving everybody every fucking little thing, because then what will I have for myself if I don't take care of myself? So I don't know. Maybe I got something from it. Maybe it didn't. Maybe be back next week. Maybe you won't. Either way, this has been Growth Through Ganja Smoke with me, Miss Pearl.